Project Lore, 10 Days of Night.
All right, so now we go back to Thessarian, and we're going to go ahead and pick up a quest, a cry for vengeance. The cry for vengeance must be heard, Big Wang. Commander Plaguefist and a company of Death Knights are on their way to raise the Chapel of the Crimson Flame. And if there are any Death Knights imprisoned at the chapel, Plaguefist will get them out. You can still catch up to them if you hurry. The chapel is due west of here. So report to Knight Commander Plaguefist at the Chapel of the Crimson Flame. I have a feeling we're going to go in there, knock some heads. That's what we're probably going to do. Okay. So just to the left side of the chapel, you will see the Knight Commander Plaguefist. And we'll go ahead and complete the quest to get to him and pick up his quest, a special surprise. He's ordered us to execute Malar Bravehorn, an Argent Dawn prisoner inside the nearby prison house. Should be pretty simple, right? Yeah, probably not, but we'll give it a shot anyways. So I'm looking for Malar Bravehorn. All right, I found Malar Bravehorn, and it's an intense moment because we're really kind of just staring at each other, and now he needs to speak to me. So the first thing he says is, "Come to finish the job, have you? You'll look me in the eyes when..." Big Wang? So he recognizes me. Big Wang, I'd recognize those horns anywhere. What have they done to you, Big Wang? Big Wang. And then he says, "You don't remember me? You don't remember me, do you? Blasted Scourge. They've trained to drain you of everything. They made you a righteous force of reckoning, every last ounce of good, everything that made you a Tauren. Think, Big Wang, think back. Try and remember the rolling plains of Mulgore, where you were born. Remember the splendor of life, brother. You were a champion of the Tauren once. This isn't you. Listen to me, Big Wang. You must fight against the Lich King's control. He's a monster that wants to see this world, our world, in ruin. Don't let him use you to accomplish his goals. You were once a hero, and you can be once again. Fight, damn you. Fight his control." So they're trying to tell me something's going on, like maybe I shouldn't be like a Death Knight, but I'm like, dude, I'm a Death Knight, homie. Look at me. I look badass. Don't just like start throwing this political jive talk at me. I don't know how to deal with it. But then outside, Knight Commander Plaguefist yells, "What's going on in there? What's taking you so long, Big Wang?" So now it's like, dude, I need to like finish the job or else I'm going to come in here and I'm going to get waxed from Knight Commander Plaguefist. So then Bravehorn says to me, "There's no more time for me. I'm done. Finish me off, Big Wang. Do it or they'll kill us both. Big Wang, remember Mulgore. This world is worth saving. Do it, Big Wang. Put me out of my misery." And it was a pretty big hit. I think that was a crit for 520. So he's done. He only had 4 hit points, but I still feel like I did the job right. I mean, I definitely took the entire cranium off of his body. So that was nice. All right, so I'm now going back to Knight Commander Plaguefist. Again, feeling a little weird. I'm sort of unsure now about what I'm doing. Like, am I supposed to be helping these guys or not? Like, my boy just gave me some information that just kind of twisted me a bit. But I'm going to go ahead and turn in this quest. And he's going to give me another quest, a sort of homecoming is what this one is called. Return to Thessarian at the Scarlet Tavern in New Avalon with the news of your victory. And then he'll give me the signet of the Dark Brotherhood. So there's a lot of things going on right now, you know? There's a lot of infighting. A lot of Death Knights are sort of unsure about their place in the world, me being one of them. But I'm going to go back over here, talk to the dudes, and see what they have to say. All right, so we're turning in a sort of homecoming to Thessarian, back at the tavern. We're going to complete the quest, give me a nice 12,250 XP, and again, also he gave me this signet of the Dark Brotherhood, which is a trinket, which I'll go ahead and equip. I'm going to go ahead and equip that over the insignia of the Scourge, because that's just the movement of pairing effect thing, which is more of a PvP trinket than anything else, which I don't really need right now. Now we're going back over to Orbaz Bloodbane and take another quest from him. Another quest. Who would have known I would have done another one? I mean, Jesus, right? All right, he's giving me a quest called Ambush at the Overlook. The overlook is 200 paces east of here, and Orbaz Bloodbane has ordered me to kill the Scarlet Courier and retrieve the Scarlet Courier's belongings and the Scarlet Courier's message. And I guess that's where the Scarlet Courier is going to be, is at the Scarlet Overlook. So I'm going to go over there. So 200 paces east, he says. And I bet you that damn courier is going to be there. Feeling like he's doing just fine. He's doing his courier job just like he's supposed to. And then I'm going to come in and probably hack him to bits in some way, shape, or form. So I am at the Overlook. There's a Scarlet Commander. I'm now looking for the courier. Interesting. I just felt somehow in my system, in my body, I felt that there was something that I was going to need to do in order to make this happen, and I was right. I was given a makeshift cover, which what I'm going to do is I'm going to plant a makeshift cover for me to hide behind, and it's going to be usable only at the Scarlet Overlook. And I think what this is going to do is this is going to bring the courier to me. So I'm going to sort of sit by this thing and do this. Okay, so I did the makeshift cover. Courier right away appears, and I'm going to just start taxing him with everything I got. He's almost toast. All right, we killed him. Okay, so he got his belongings and the message, which are the two things that we needed from his ass. So we're golden. It's pretty simple, right? It's pretty easy. Just in and out. Don't have to think much. You don't have to read at all. Oh, wait, yeah, you do. You have to read everything, or else you won't know what to do, like me, almost every time. We're going back into the Scarlet Tavern. We go back to Orbaz Bloodbane. Give him all of the Scarlet Courier's information. And he'll give us a new quest. A meeting with fate. Orbaz Bloodbane has commanded you to deliver the Scarlet Courier's message to High General Abendis at King's Harbor. Now let's sort of find out where King's Harbor is. King's Harbor is southeast of the Scarlet Overlook. Drop off the message and get as much information out of her as you can, and she will tell us what we need to know about the Crimson Dawn. So I'm going to have to take care of business. I have a feeling I'm going to have to fight quite a few dudes getting down to her. This isn't just going to be an easy task here, I don't think. Oh, it's not going to be hard because I'm going to be donning the Scarlet Courier's clothes, and I'm going to take on the form of the courier, so they're just going to all let me by. Sweet. So now as I'm running down this encampment near the Scarlet Overlook into King's Harbor, all of the Scarlet Champions have become friendly. They're throwing talent points at me like crazy at this point, so I'm just going to start popping them in here. I'm going to do Veteran of the Third War. It's going to increase total strength and stamina by 6% at 3rd rank. Let's go Bloody Vengeance. Gives you a 1% bonus to physical, frost, and shadow damage you deal for 30 seconds after dealing a critical strike from a weapon, swing, spell, or ability. The effect stacks up to 3 times. Of course, you got to have that. Abomination's Might. Your blood strikes and heart strikes have a 25% chance to obliterate. 25% chance, and your obliterates have a 50% chance to increase the attack power by 10% of raid members within 20 yards for 10 seconds. Also increases your total strength by 1%. We'll take it. So here, I am on my way again down to the King's Harbor to meet with High General Abendis. And again, I am cloaked as the courier, so they are letting me through without any problems whatsoever. Okay, so High General Abendis is here. I'm going to go ahead and give her the Scarlet Courier's message. Okay, now she's going to give me quest. The Scarlet Onslaught emerges. Listen well, courier. The Scarlet lands are lost. New Avalon and Havenshire are overrun by Scourge. The specter of death looms overhead and threatens to overtake us at any moment. Return to Galvar with this message. Turn your armies around and prepare your ships for travel to the frozen wastes. When we next meet, it will be in Northrend. Give this to Galvar. Abendis hands you the journal. It will explain everything. The Scarlet Crusade is no more. Long live the Scarlet Onslaught. So now we're learning, of course, that the Scarlet Crusade is going to be moving into Northrend, to where, of course, everyone else is going for Wrath of the Lich King. So, interesting. So now what I need to do is deliver the Path of Redemption to Orbaz Bloodbane at Scarlet Tavern in New Avalon. So I'm going back. Going towards Orbaz and his boys. All right, so we're turning in the Scarlet Onslaught Emerges. And I'm giving him the Path of Redemption, which is what I got from that lady. And let's complete the quest. We're going to get another talent point. Okay, now I got a new quest. Scarlet Armies Approach. We must prepare for the encroaching armies, Big Wang. You will take what you have discovered to High Lord Morgraine at once. I will open a portal directly to Acaris. Step inside and it will transport you. Give High Lord Morgraine's Abendis' journal as well. Perhaps he'll find it useful. So we're going back home, boys. Going back home. So Orbaz has now opened a portal to Acaris, which I am going to click on and go back home. So we were back in the Ebenhold, running at 75%, baby. You gotta love it. And let me go to Mograine, who is again on the bottom floor in the middle of this massive ship. Sweet. Oh, and he's going to give me some shoulder pieces. So this is to complete Scarlet Army's Approach. I'm going to get 2 gold 50 cents, 3 bonus talent points, and a blood-soaked Serenite-plated shoulder. And 16,350 XP. We're rolling now. Okay. Next quest, the Scarlet Apocalypse. The trap has been sprung, Death Knight. The armies of Hearthgren and Tirisfal have arrived, just in time to see their enclave in flames. If they turn back now, they fight us with their backs turned. What? Of course, if they turn back now, dude. Anyways, Morgraine shakes his head. No, they have only one option, which has only one outcome. Apocalypse! As we speak, they prepare to make one final stand. The Lich King awaits your return, champion. He stands watch below us at Death's Breach. So I guess now the Lich King is on the ground. He may even be rolling out to do some damage himself. I think that would be pretty sweet, especially if I got to go along with him. So let's see what happens. So let me go equip my shoulders here, my new shoulders. Oh, look at how badass those are. Oh, they've got like horns on them. They've got smoke coming off of them. They're definitely way more badass than what I had before. I mean, let me just say this. At level 55, right now as a Death Knight, especially a Tauren, I look like a level 80 epic'd out bad boy. I mean, this stuff that I have on just looks so cool. Definitely got to do a Death Knight. You just got to do it. All right, so let me go sell off some junk so I can open up some bag space. Oh, and I'm going to go ahead and train up a little bit. I'm going to go ahead and train up Frost Presence, so this will be a new presence. And Mind Freeze. This smashes the target's mind with cold, interrupting spell casting and preventing any spell in that school from being cast for 4 seconds. Awesome. Total interrupt. I'm also going to be getting the Rune Forge, or Rune of Spell Breaking. So this is going to be something that I can forge on my Rune Blade. Affixes to a one-handed rune weapon with a rune that deflects 2% of all spell damage and reduces the duration of silence effects by 50%. Crazy. There's also a Rune of Spell Shattering. This affixes your two-handed weapon with a rune that deflects 4% of all spell damage and reduces the duration of silence effects by 50%. So this is doing the same thing. It's just spells. And that is it, it looks like. All right, so let's go back to Death's Breach and hang out with the man. So now, again, this Frost Presence that I just picked up, it's like another stance for a warrior. And unlike Blood Presence, this one offers the Death Knight takes on the Presence of Frost, increasing total health by 10%, armor contribution from items by 45%, and reducing spell damage taken by 5%. Increases threat generation. So this is basically a tanking presence. So the current Blood Presence I have is sort of like a DPS, and then Frost Presence is like a tank. All right, going back down to Death's Breach. All right, the area does not look the same. Maybe that's because the Lich King is now standing on a throne down here overlooking the entire... Okay, the Scarlet Crusade encampment area is entirely burned out. It looks like we have done some sort of devastating attack on them. This is insane. So now I'm talking to the Lich King.
You have served me well, Big Wang. The mark of the Scourge has been burned into these Scarlet lands. You have reaped death and destruction for as far as the eye can see, and delivered to me the last of the Scarlet armies.
The Lich King points to the ruins of Havenshire and the burning city of New Avalon.
It is now time to finish what you started.